Hey guys, welcome back to Shine with Jessie. I'm super excited to be here with you again today. So, I have a question for you. Do you like pretzels? Have you ever thought about where pretzels came from or what significance they have in our everyday life? Well, if you're like me, you probably haven't thought that much pretzels at all, other than maybe it's a yummy snack to eat. But pretzels are actually really cool. You see, the original pretzel was made by a young monk in the year, but sometime between the years 300 and 600 AD. So a very, very, very long time ago. He wanted to make a bread that could be eaten during the season of Lent, during a time when everybody fasted from milk, eggs, and butter. So there weren't a lot of ingredients he had left, basically just flour, water, and salt. But he wanted to make something that could still be enjoyed during the season of Lent, when there wasn't that much left to that was on the list that people could eat. So he made a dough, he rolled it up, and he made it into a very specific shape. You know what pretzels look like, right? Well, the way he made it, he rolled it into a shape and twisted it up so that it looked like somebody praying. Now, back in the day, people they didn't pray like this or like this, um, not commonly, anyways. The common stature of prayer back in the day was to have your hands crossed in front of you, and your hands on your shoulders. And so if you look, this kind of looks like what a pretzel would look like if a pretzel was a person. And so he made it to look like a person praying, so that this is something that people could enjoy during Lent. And I think that's really cool that this young this young man, who loved God, who loved the people he was around, wanted to make something that everybody could enjoy while still honoring God. And it became so popular that we still eat pretzels today. The recipe for them hasn't changed that much. And so, it's also theorized that the reason it has the three holes in it symbolize the Holy Trinity. So pretzels in general, in my opinion, are pretty cool. I didn't know some of that stuff before a week ago, and the history of that just really amazes me. I think that it's really, really amazing how we serve a God who can show his face, who can show his glory in the simplest of things, and things that you wouldn't expect God the Creator to be able to show his face in simple things like pretzels. Uh, just these things that can be enjoyed and shared with the people that we care about. And so after became a thing, churches would hand them out to people who were down on their luck, who were poor or hungry, and they became a symbol of hope and prosperity and a better future. And I think it's amazing that God can work in just the weirdest of ways. He can work in a food that is very simple. There's not a lot to it, but it's still really yummy. And he's just this great big God who can work even in those small things. So, next time you eat a pretzel, I think it'd be a really good idea if you looked at the pretzel and you thought to pray, because that was the position of prayer. This was the position of prayer. So it doesn't matter if you pray like this or like this or like this or however you pray. If you want to sit down, stand up, lay down, have your eyes open or closed, just next time you see a pretzel, take a moment and talk to God and thank Him for all the amazing things that He's done in your life, in your family's life, and be able to talk to Him about the things that aren't going so great and that you need some help with, because we all need help sometimes, right? In the times that seem limiting, in the times where we feel twisted up like a pretzel's twisted up, and the times that are just kind of not going the right way, think like a pretzel and start praying to God, because He's listening and He will show His face to you, even in a pretzel. I love you guys, and I will see you again next week.